functions today. We're going to go up to the next step, a little more difficult than before. These are ones that do not have numbers in the parentheses, so you'll have to do a little bit of work first. So here, if you have a variable in parentheses, you must do the math first. What that means is you will do what is in the first parentheses before you worry about what's here. So this says f minus g. I'm going to take function f, and I'm going to subtract function g. Now, I'm going to keep them in parentheses because I need to know that everything in that second parentheses is being subtracted. So this is all like terms. We have 6x minus negative 4x. Now, when you minus a negative, you're adding, so that gets us 10x. Then we have negative 8 minus 6, which is negative 14. This one right here is one that causes a little bit of confusion, which is why I chose this problem. This leaves a 3x squared with no like terms. A lot of students miss this problem because they write down a positive. It's not positive. There is an understood 0x squared in this problem. 0x squared minus 3x squared. You're subtracting. Now that you're done, you combined all like terms. If the variable in parentheses is the same variable that you started with, which it is in both cases, you're done, and that's your final answer. This problem here, g times h, I picked one that will kind of give you the idea of what multiplication looks like through bigger than 2 by 2s, because everyone seems to be stuck with FOIL. Because we have an x here, it means we're going to do the math first. It says function g, and we're going to multiply it by function h. Now, multiplication, usually you would say FOIL because of 2 by 2s. However, y'all need to get out of that because you can't FOIL here. You have a first and some outsides, but you have way too many insides and the last to be able to do everything. So what you can do, we did distribution boxes last year, which is where the first variable or the first equation goes on top, and your other equation goes down the side, and every term gets done like this. And then whatever lines up to the box is what you're going to multiply out. So here, 5x and 3x squared line up, so that's 15x cubed. Here, 6 and 3x squared, that's 18x squared. Right here, 5x and negative 4x, negative 20x squared. Negative 4x and 6x is negative 24x. 5 and 6 is 30x, and then here 6 times 6 is 36. The thing about these distribution boxes that people like is that your like terms are always going to be diagonal. So the ones that are by themselves, like this 15x cubed, will match nothing. But these two right here are going to be like terms. So you have 18x squared plus a negative 20, which would be negative 2x squared. These two are diagonal. Negative 24x and positive 30x. That's a positive 6x. Here you have a nothing matches it, 36. Those are combined like terms. You've pulled them out looking at the problem. The variable is x, therefore we're done because we have nothing to substitute, and that would be the answer to the problem.